Welcome to Nexus. I'm Wanda Allen Abraha, the Director of the Human Relations Department. We are excited to have the opportunity to bring you today's program. The Human Relations Department enforces and encourages fair treatment and equal rights for the citizens of the City of Winston-Salem. The Human Relations Department has three key areas of responsibility. They are investigating housing discrimination based on race, color, national origin, religion, disability, family status, and gender, mediating landlord-tenant complaints, and conducting cultural diversity education and inclusion training and outreach. This television program is a part of our education and outreach efforts. All Nexus television programs feature community partners. During this episode, we will focus on the city's Martin Luther King Jr. breakfast sponsorship with the Winston-Salem Chronicle and our department's Black History Month Showcase of Song. We will be speaking with Ernie Pitts from the Winston-Salem Chronicle and Michael Clinton from the Human Relations Commission. Now let's join Adolfo Briceño of our staff, who will interview today's guests.
Well, thank you very much, Wanda, and thank you very much for being with us. Today we have as our guest Ms. Ernie Pitts. He is the founder and publisher of the Winston-Salem Chronicle. Thank you very much, Mr. Pitts, for being with us. Today, sir, I think we're going to talk a little bit about the MLK Breakfast, which is kind of your signature event, if you will. Tell me a little bit more about this event.
Well, it's one of our signature events, but it's probably, from a community standpoint, the most important, because what we try to do with the MLK, of course, it's in honor of Dr. Martin Luther King, who gave his life trying to close the gap between the black and the white community, and he obviously fought for injustices and to try to raise the level of respect for, you know, both communities. And so it's in honor of his life and his struggle and the achievements and lack of achievement, because we're still grappling with many of the things that he went to jail for and was killed for. Mm-hmm. And so out of a deep respect for Dr. King, we honor him on his birthday.
Wonderful. So how long have you been doing this event?
Oh gosh, probably I would guess about 17, 18 years.
Can you remember the very first ones? How has it evolved?
Well, it has evolved from maybe a couple of hundred people, 300 people, to what we had last year. We had over 1,400 people.
Wow.
And so, you know, it has caught on because people can identify with what Dr. King tried to do, what he did, and the fact that he was steadfast in his commitment to ending racism and injustice in this country.
Wonderful. Now, how did the idea came about in the first place? Well, do you remember those first attempts at making this event?
Well, you know, there were some events going on in Winston-Salem. There was a noonday program that Muty Evans with WAAA Radio was doing, and some other people were doing some things. But I looked out over the horizon, so to speak, and I saw all of these cities having prayer breakfasts. And I think there was a small prayer breakfast here in town, but nothing like what I thought it should be. And so, you know, I tried to connect with some people to say, okay, let's do a prayer breakfast. But, you know, they were doing what they were doing. And so I decided that, well, we're going to give it a shot. And so We asked some people to help sponsor it so that we would not charge for it. The breakfast is totally free. And, you know, we have it at the convention center. We have a good breakfast, and we invite everybody. Last year, we had people from the Bethesda Center, from the jail and prison ministries. I mean, we wanted to welcome everybody to hear the message that Dr. King supported and put forward. And so, you know, we just felt like a community breakfast where you can come and meet and talk and commune and celebrate a great man.
Wonderful. Now, for next year's program in 2015, can you tell us what we're going to see in that program? A little bit of it, not everything, but just.
No, we're very proud. We're very proud of what we're doing, what we're going to do in 2015. We are actually changing the format. We used to have a panel of ministers speaking on different aspects of what Dr. King put forward, like hope, love, justice, etc. But given the environment in the United States today, we felt that we needed to begin to have a serious discussion about racism. That, in our mind, is most prevalent today, because with all of these incidences where white police officers are killing black people, and it's probably been going on, but now it's being videotaped and we see it. And you know what's happening with the justice system, where prosecutors are sending the cases to grand juries and actually acting as defense attorneys rather than prosecutors. And the situation is only going to get worse unless we do something. And what I feel and what the Chronicle feels is that we need to have a serious dialogue. We need to talk about this. We need to discuss it openly and honestly. And we don't mean pointing fingers and, you know, calling names or what have you, but something has to take place. And we have fashioned what is happening in this country similar to what happened in Germany after World War II, when the Berlin Wall was constructed. And it was constructed to separate Eastern Germany from the West. And so they built this wall to keep people, some in and to keep some out. And those that were in on the eastern side were suffering. And it was so bad that President Reagan told Gorbachev, he said, "Gorbachev, tear down this wall." And so we raised the question, and this will be the topic of the discussion: is racism America's Berlin Wall? And if it is, we want people of just minds and commitment to ending this to help us begin to tear down this wall of racism. Our topic, our subject matter is, we're raising the question, is racism America's Berlin Wall? And if it is, which I think it is, then we have to have some serious discussions with white people who black people we can't end racism. If we could, it would have been gone long ago. But together, and we have white friends, as we've always had in the struggle, that believed as we believed, that it's wrong, it's unjust, and it's not good for this country. And so we're hoping that with this dialogue, with this open and honest discussion with leaders in the community on both sides of the fence, that one day we will be able to say, tear down this wall of racism and make America the country that we all want it to be.
Well, that's an interesting program that you will have, Mr. Pitt. Now, in this sense, how does the partnership with the City of Winston-Salem and the Human Relations Department will work?
Well, the city, by partnering with us to an extent, indicates that you believe what we believe, and you realize that we need the kind of support and the kind of backing that the city has. And it's important to us because it makes the statement that, you know, the city is behind what we're trying to do. Injustice anywhere is injustice everywhere.
That's a great quote. Thank you very much, Mr. Pitt. And with that, we'll take a break, and we'll be right back.
If you live in a house or apartment built before 1978, it may have lead-based paints that can harm the brain and nervous system. Lead Safe Winston-Salem is a program to eliminate lead-based paints. We can test your home for lead-based paint and assist with removal. Lead Safe is for both renters and owners. Learn more by calling CityLink at 727-8000 or visit leadsafe.cityofws.org. Lead Safe Winston-Salem, investing in our future one child and house at a time.
Well, thank you. Thank you again for being with us. Thank you for staying with us. In this second segment of Nexus, we have Michael Clinton. Michael, thank you very much for being with us.
Yes, sir, it's a pleasure.
Michael is part of the Human Relations Commission, and he's part of the Community Relations Committee. And Michael, thank you again for being with us. February, Michael, is always a busy month for us, for the city, for the Human Relations Department. And there are two events that I would like to just have a conversation with you about them, which is the one is the Showcase of Song, and then the Student Awards Banquet.
Yeah.
Let's start with the Showcase of Song. What do we have in store for this year, Michael?
Absolutely. Well, this is an annual event. This is the third one that we've done, and it has been a great success, and we're very excited about having it again this year. This year it's going to take place at the Benton Convention Center here in the city of Winston-Salem, and basically with this the Showcase of Song, it's an opportunity to pretty much do what the name says, is to showcase some of our local singers and performers across the Triad, in particular here in Winston-Salem. We have a very diverse group of singers and musicians and drummers that come out and perform and have an opportunity to showcase their talent.
Wonderful. Showcase of Song is part of the Black History Month celebration,
Yes, it
right?
is.
It started, I think, as a gospel singer exhibition somehow. Is it going to evolve? It has morphed a little bit into something else, correct?
Yeah, it has. I mean, initially the first year was kind of more of a gospel singing for Black History Month, and we really tied it back to a lot of the Black heritage. But we really wanted to expand it just beyond gospel. And again, having a diverse group. I mean, we have African drummers, we have an Ethiopian choir that comes, so it's turned to more of somewhat of a multicultural type of event, and so it gives everybody an opportunity to showcase their talent, and we've had some great talent over the last 2 years, and so we're very excited about this third year for the
Who's going to be in? Is there going to be a theme? Or what can you tell us about this upcoming Showcase of Song?
Yeah, we're still kind of putting the program together, but so far we've gotten some really good group of singers and individuals that have committed to be a part of the showcase, and so we're really excited about some of the names. So some are confirmed and some are not. So, but yeah, it's been a great event every year, and so each year it's gotten better and better. The first year we held it at the Coliseum, and then last year we partnered with Old Salem and their Heritage Festival, and this year we're going to have it at the, as I mentioned, the Benton Convention Center. So,
do we have a definitive date for that event?
I think it's February the 13th.
February the 13th.
Yes,
okay.
it's that date. Yes.
Okay, wonderful. Is it open to the public?
It is open to the public. It is open to and we also the marketing media team does a great job every year. They come out and record it, and it's also made available on the city station as well as the on-demand on the city station. So not only do people have an opportunity to hear it live, but they'll have the opportunity to go back and see it on television as well. So yeah.
I see. Now that is one event that we want to talk about, and then the other one is the student, the student human relations banquet. It's going to be the 35th.
Yeah.
Student awards banquet. What can you tell me about this event?
Well, I think this is my 4th or 5th one that I've had, well actually my 4th I've had an opportunity to attend, and I'm just amazed at some of the young people that are celebrated at the banquet. We have young people that come, and these young people are great humanitarians. They are service agents. They make a difference in our community. They're very caring and loving young people. And this is the opportunity for the city of Winston-Salem and also for Winston-Salem-Syfe County School System to have an opportunity to help celebrate these accomplishments and achievements that these young people have made in our community.
Wonderful. This event is not open to the public, or
it is open to the public. It's a ticketed event.
Okay.
So it is a ticketed event, and so you would need to purchase tickets in advance, and there are also tickets that can be purchased at the door as well. But several hundred people come out: students, parents, school administrators, public safety officials, city officials. It's a great event, again, to celebrate young people, and it ranges from all the way up to high school, from elementary school. So just a really good time that we have there to celebrate the student awards. And this is a co-op between the student relations committee as well as the community committee. So this is a partnership that we have between both of our committees.
Wonderful. For those who don't know, the Student Awards Banquet is the students receive a recognition for something that they have done during the year, correct?
Yes.
That it talks about their compassion, about their humanity towards other fellow students or other citizens of the city of Winston-Salem, typically, or Forsyth, because sometimes these kids do not live in Winston but live in Forsyth County.
Yeah.
Do we have a date for that one?
I don't, not off the top of my head, I can't remember exactly what the date is for
I think it's in February, but the 26th of February.
Okay.
That's when the event is going to be. It's going to be.
And we want to encourage everyone in the viewing audience to come out. I mean, it's just really good to see those kids smiling. They get a chance to walk across the stage, and we award them with trophies, or and they have an opportunity to meet some of the city officials. But it's just a great opportunity to allow them to feel really good about some of the things they've done during the course of the year.
Right, and encourages that message that we try to get across, which is to behave with compassion and humanity to the people that live in this city.
Absolutely, some great stories I've heard over the last couple of years about some of those kids and what they're doing. It's
I remember last year there was even a disabled kid, right? That
absolutely.
Even with his disability, would try to give as much as he could. It was a great story.
Yes.
Well, thank you very much, Michael. Thank you very much for your time, and thank you very much for being with us. We have here Michael Clinton. He is part of the Human Relations Commissions, part of the Community Relations Committee, and we'll be right back with the Nexus Challenge.
All right.
Thanks, Adolfo. I'm Jamie Waldeck, and this is the Nexus Challenge, where we test your knowledge about fair housing laws. Here's our first question. A prospect in a wheelchair asks about available 2-bedroom units. What is the appropriate way to handle this situation? A, show the prospect all 2-bedroom units available. B, only show the prospect the ground floor units that are available. Or C, because there are no first floor units available, ask him if he would like to be put on a waiting list. The answer is A. Even if you don't mean to discriminate, you may be accused of unlawful steering by limiting the housing choices because of your opinion, based on his disability about where he'd prefer to live. Here's our next question. Which of the following is not a protected class under fair housing law? Is it A, race, B, familial status, C, credit standing, or D, religion? The answer is C. Individuals cannot be denied housing on the basis of race, familial status, or religion. However, they can be denied housing for other reasons, such as not meeting the credit requirements of the housing provider or lender. There are 7 characteristics in total for which a housing provider cannot deny housing to an individual. They are race, familial status, and religion, as we have already discussed, plus these 4, color, gender, national origin, and disability. I'm Jamie Waldeck, and that's this month's Nexus Challenge. Now let's go back to Wanda.
Thank you, Jamie. Before we go, here's a look at some upcoming events. We hope you enjoyed the program. Thank you for watching Nexus. I'm Wanda Allen Abraha. See you next time.